Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for this 13 now afternoon news update. I'm Stella Porter. We have a bunch of news to get to, but let's start with an update on the Harbor Point apartments. Tenants in the Harbor Point apartments in Troy are finally able to move back in, but new issues are arising after they were thrown out of their homes earlier this summer. Our Taniqua Penix has been speaking to residents today. She is here now with us. Tia, what are they telling you?
Well, hey, Stella, it's been a long journey and it's been a nightmare. One resident that I spoke to her on June 22nd when she first got the notice that they had to move out immediately. So that's Donna Vito there. She's been very patient with the whole ordeal. But on June 22nd, they received a notice from city code enforcers that they had to move out. They had to move out that day. She's been working with the owners. They put them in a hotel. She was happy with that. And I'll say about 2 weeks ago, she was able to move back into the apartment, but not her actual apartment. So right now she's staying in a temporary apartment. And she tells me there's no locks on the windows. She had to get an air mattress and sleep on the floor, but that's not the kicker. The kicker is that her rent will increase. So they've been paying their rent since they've been kicked out. She paid rent for June, July, August, all of that. She gets back. She's finally in a temporary apartment, and then she gets a notice saying that her rent will increase. And again, she still has the same issues she had before leaving. And they were asked to leave because of a brick facade on the building. Troy City code enforcers were worried that that could fall on someone. So she understands that was dangerous, but now she can't move in her apartment yet, and she may have to pay more in rent. So we hear from her. She shares her story, and I'm sure she's not the only one, but she's one of the tenants that are bold enough to go on camera and speak to us.
Sure. And it's just incredible to think what these people have been through, suddenly learning that they needed to leave their homes, then now finally being able to get back to that building at least, or that complex, and now faced with more issues, like considering, I guess, Tia, whether to stay there if the rent is going up.
Exactly.
Okay, we will hear much more from you starting live at 4. We'll let you get back to work on your story right now, but thank you so much for joining us, Tia.
All right, bye.
Okay. Turning now to the weather, we have had quite a wet week in the capital region and weekend. Let's check in with meteorologist Reed Kisselback for an update on what to expect this week.
For the day today, it's going to be a mix of sun and clouds, muggy and warm, with highs reaching to the upper 70s to around 80 on the valley floor. Low to mid 70s in the higher elevations. For the night tonight, 63, mostly cloudy with shower chances arriving after midnight. We'll see some patchy fog developing and lingering into the day tomorrow as well. Wednesday looking cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms, a high of 71. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all looking great. Highs towards the low to mid 70s. Humidity on the low end, too, with plenty of sunshine. Great setup for this weekend. Monday showing a chance for a few scattered showers and a high of 74.
Thank you, Reed. Looks like a much nicer weekend than we had last week. And now to the news that is upsetting Jets fans, to say the least. We learned this morning that an MRI has confirmed Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers has torn his Achilles and his season is now officially over. Rodgers' debut with the Jets lasted just 4 plays last night. You see him getting walked off the field just a couple minutes after that game started. Rodgers injured his left Achilles tendon when he was sacked and fell awkwardly on the leg. The future Hall of Fame quarterback, whose addition to the Jets was one of football's most talked about offseason acquisitions, was helped off the field following a sack by the Bills' Leonard Floyd. Rodgers turns 40 this year, and he'd spent his entire career with the Green Bay Packers, of course, before coming to the Jets. And his hope was to revitalize the franchise that's endured 7 consecutive losing seasons. Roger Weiland is, of course, following this story and will have more for us starting live at 4. That will do it for this 13 Now afternoon news update. Have a great afternoon, everyone. I'm Stella Porter. We'll see you live on air at 4 o'clock.